Okay, as I mentioned in a previous video, the axle for my Barrage had broke and they're back ordered until mid-March. Well, I don't want to wait that long. So while I'm actually waiting for them to come in stock so I can order them, I'm going to see if I can fix the broken axe with a little bit of JB Weld. Actually, if this video is a fail, I probably won't post it on YouTube, and you'll probably know this and that happened. But we're going to try it, and we'll see what happens. About the JB Weld, the Quick, JB Quick, so it takes about 6 minutes, and plus with the hardener as well. So I bought, it should set in 6 minutes and cure within 4 to 6 hours, but what I'm actually going to do is once I get it together, I'm going to actually let it cure 24 hours before I go from there. You can tap it, you can drill it, you can sand it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a generous dose. It broke actually on where the pin goes in, so there's a hole. Now I'll show you that in a minute. The trick is to make sure the axle is straight when you put it together. So, because once it hardens, if it's crooked. So what I did is I made a jig. Hopefully, I'll mix this together. And what I did is I took a 2x4 and I channeled a hole. It doesn't seem to want to really focus. I'll actually take a picture of what I did and I'll post it. Where it broke was right on the pin. There's a hole in the axle where you put the pin that goes on to the hexagon nut that goes to the inside of the tire to grip. Anyway, so in order to get a good bond, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fill the whole shaft, fill it solid, let it cure, and then tomorrow, well, which will only be in a few minutes for you guys on YouTube, I'm going to actually take a small drill bit, the size acquired, the appropriate size drill bit, and re-drill the hole for the axle pin. So with that said, we'll give it a shot. Let's try that, see what that does. And now we apply generous, because like I said, I can sand it to where it's broke. If I've done it right, I drilled a hole in the wood roughly where the joint will be, so I won't be JB welding the axle to the wood. Alright, so it's been 24 hours. Seems to be solid. And it popped right out of the mold. Put that out of the way here. It does drip a little on the bottom side, so I'll have to sand that. Did leave a little indication for where the hole was, so when I re-drill the hole, I'll be actually drilling where the hole was. Well, that didn't last very long. Started sanding it, everything was fine. Decided that I was going to try to protect the threads. That way, while I was sanding, I didn't accidentally hit a thread and mess it up. So I grabbed the nut, went to put the nut on, went to snug it up a little bit, and yeah, the JB Weld didn't hold. So, it was looking good, but apparently it's just too, I don't know if I can, it's just too small of an area. Those two contacts on the side from that hole, it's just too small of an area to apparently for the JB Weld to get a good bite and hold. So, I call this a fail, but at the same time, if I hadn't tried it, I wouldn't have known. It would have drove me crazy. So now I know that JB Weld will not hold if it breaks that small area. So, even though I couldn't show you how to fix it, I hope that this will show you that there's no sense wasting your time with the JB Weld. That this will show you that it doesn't fix it. And we have still a couple more months of winter left before I can actually get out and play in the mud and follow the trails. So I suppose if I'm going to have a broken X and I have to wait for a part, it's best to have it now than in the middle of the summer. You can bet that when I do order, I'll be ordering more than one package. It looks to me like I'm going to have to go buy a cheaper toy grade RC, and I'll do some videos on that. But one way or the other, I'm going to get out there, and I want to play in the snow.